So see how I'm approaching him from this way. It's these little squinty eyes, and it's just like, yeah. Now you can tell I'm going for the feet, that the spine automatically is there. I'll do the spine, but just to see how nice he's responding. You lose your eyes up when you're smiling. You're looking and you smile and your eyes disappear. Oh yeah. Now I'm noting, I'm not, hi. So see how he's just, what? Stretching and doing.
Yeah.
What does he say?
Vaginal.
But he came in about 7 ounces or so, 7 pounds or so?
Do you remember, Roberta?
No.
I think I saw paperwork, like 7. I did, yeah.
Oh. Even at this age, man, I tell you, I don't know what it is about the screening babies. It's just, it's
he
in
found
the
himself.
DNA. So now I'm going to work. Ooh. Now, balancing point of the pelvis. That's where I'm sort of noting. See where he's just not teeter-tottering on my fingers. So I'm noting that. But the one thing I want to look at too is just, even though he's got good rotation, the left arm seems to be a little bit, but that's okay. Just noting it. See, now he's lifting now over my fingers, which is good, but I'm looking for him to teeter-totter balance. There you go. So see the difference of his seesaw back and forth, so there's just a different momentum. A little bit of a staccato in with the pelvis, but again, everything that I'm working on, I'm already changing, so I'm not worried. There we go, now he's bouncing on my fingertips. See how he's coming up and over that pivot? Mm-hmm. But we're just improving a little bit of this salsa. Oh, look at you! So now here I'm just going to take him, see where he's going to bounce on his side. See how I'm just lightly, it's sort of like turning a piano. I'm just lightly going up his spine, just so he feels it. Again, he's only like 2 months old. I'm not looking for his head lifting. September 1st he'd be 3 months, 2.5-ish.
What's his name? Alejandro.
He's so cute.
If you have any questions, by all means, and you can have the camera, the videos too as well. What he's not doing here a little bit is his spine is just not crossing midline. Now this is something I really haven't covered, but I'm just looking for just that point where the float of this, there he goes, right there.
So you're looking for this leg then to come forward with the spine?
I'm just, this, for whatever reason, the spine got to about there in his little buoyancy area, and he's like, okay, I'm good. See how he's trying to, I know he wants to come onto his tummy, he just can't figure it out, which is fine, he's 3 months old.
Okay.
See, to their gravity, left hand still, and that's what I'll be working on. You see it? It's not presented. It's getting there, but again, that slowness is not something a baby should have. If he wants a toy or anything or a big thing,
Do you have a toy or something for him?
No, it's okay. Okay. Does he have his passing? No, it's okay. It's okay.
and there's no tears, but he's just, what? Oh, he's going to the bathroom.
That's a good reason.
He'll need a diaper. you want to change him or
Like you think he just peed?
pooped?
Pooped. Do you have a diaper?
Let me just double check. But
Hold on.
that sounded.
Get this on camera.
It might just be gas, but it sounded like. But he might have a streak. But if he sees fussing, we'll change his diaper. But that sounded like a bit more than air. Oh, did you see you again?
I think he's flirting with me.
Yes, yeah, I still think he's trying to get some out. I know. Is that boy handsome in there?
Seems like I had a doctor recommend movement like that for gasiness. Kind of their
Hi. Hi.
Look at you.
Beauty boy.
Can you see now that water bottle that I was working with?
Yeah.
He tends more to like it to be sitting down or standing up.
Yeah, no, it's too young. Too young.
Yeah, that's what we tell
I'm just thinking here.
him.
He needs to like this.
Así que déjame, porque estamos así.
Let him be a baby. Now see the difference, organization of the lower back from the other little girl we just worked on. Again, just see the difference, not right or wrong, just see the difference. I'm gonna get there.
Oh, look at those eyes.
But also too, this is what's really important. Him learning how to see and breathe in this position is your number one goal. Then you can work with everything else. But if you're constantly trying to see in this position, everything else is good. Now I can work on his back.
Goodbye, what do you say?
Yeah, notice too, he's breathing more, a bit more sound in the breath. There it is, just that little spot in that lower back. I think you'll see a big difference of just, for whatever reason, just right through here, you just had a bit of a.
He's like, Mom.
Call from Katie Adopte Toros.
Roberta, you just ruined everything.
So now I'm just working through the shoulders, rotating it out.
And the sternum.
Sternum,
the
yeah.
Sternum right there, that's a
It's weird, like left arm wants to stay kind of behind.
Right. Especially there. Apply a little pressure in the arm and right back. And no. See, there's still no tears. Look at this little buffer. He's not even
You're held a lot, aren't you?
I didn't like that position.
Oh,
It might be hard work, huh? Is it hard
different.
work? Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, there, now he's coming over his arm. Now, no matter what, if you notice the shoulder, see, that was just teaching you yesterday. See how the shoulder wants to be before the elbow.
Shoulder wants to be before the elbow.
So he's here.
Oh, okay.
Even when he's coming back, you see the
Yeah.
difference between the right shoulder and the left?
Yeah.
So just in here trying to, there we go. And then offer him.
He liked that.
There we go. Now I'm using my chest the whole time. It's good for something. But it gives all this tactile with the feet and all that. Let's see see if I can come over, bring him over a little bit for a second. Yeah, do you see him? Do you see that sparkly boy? Do you? Can you see again that wine glass? That was it. Did you get coming out of both ends? Yeah. That's it. Bring it under. Notice I'm not fixing the arms. I'm working with them, but I'm not fixing them.
You can do it. Bring it forward. You got it,
He's
buddy.
farting, he's sticking up.
His chin's like what? There we go. Do we see this? Do we see that?
You can so do that. It's just so. Oh, now you. Oh, what's that? Oh. So I'm just working on the spinal rotation, lower pelvic, and around the hips. Pelvis. Oh, see, now he's talking. See the difference of the breath on the belly and talking versus on his back. Now there we go again. I'm gonna work on just his belly in just a second. So could you see too, though, how his speech would change if he was on his belly, left unsuccessful, how about the difference of the versus now he can talk too. But he needs to learn how to integrate it and to go around and be able to talk in all directions. But do you notice too, there's still no, so I'm gonna see if I can come underneath here. So notice now, see, this is how I worked with Bruce. See how I'm just letting him play with just him moving and having these movements above his body. But I'm doing it with the counter, see? Does this make more sense now? That's it, that's it. Now, I don't expect him to grab it, but I want him to respond to stimuli as if he's starting to reach it. Now, at his age, dangling a carrot should just last for a nice long time. A little bit, maybe 2 weeks up, he's going to want to touch it. And you know, you want to just give him a bit more of a... I think he's got some more gas.
Tummies. Oh, you're following it still. Do tummies.
There we go. Now, do you see the way they're just playing? They're just playing. Wow. Do you see how long it's just let him do it. There's no wrong in baby language. That's it. There's a butt wiggle. And she's right. Notice how she crossed midline and his arms are going down. Now he's going back now. Now he's trying to, that's it. Now, this is also really good for character development. Do you see how long this child stays with the task? Or a 2-some-month-old baby? You know, if this gets nurtured, he's going to be a really good stutterer, a little good worker, or this gets nurtured. You see? Nice and slow, long. He's not getting bored. She might get bored, but not
just a workout.
But I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
right,
it's not
right.
the baby.
Oh, no, I'm okay.
But you know, but if you nurture this is where you start reading books and stuff. It's not that reading is important to babies, it's that they learn to just sit and listen and chill out. A lot of people want to bring in like 5 toys right now. And if he's just off of this for a half hour, awesome. Did you see how before that just wasn't in his system? Oh, blue.
Wow.
Notice how these are just what I did with Lisa's wrist. Do you see that the same kind of functions? It doesn't take much to. I don't have a lot of moves.
You don't need a lot, they're the right moves.
Yeah. There we go. Now he's really curling. Look at that back. See how he keeps his eye on the prize? Look at that. Oh my goodness, that's so.
He's getting good.
Praise on.
See again, black like black and white. You take it away, all of a sudden it's like, oh, where did everybody else come from? Oh, there you were. So now I'm trying to counter with his eyes. He's got his eye on the prize, but I just. But I'm slowly going to come over. Right now, this is sort of like a wave on the spine. And now I'm going to come back under just to stimulate those shoulders again. Because what I want him to do is to do this little boat rocking through C7 while he's got the arms. I don't want him to feel like he's lifting his arms. Now his shoulders are starting to torque. You see that? Oh. Do you notice how his vocabulary changes as he moves?
Yeah.
I'm going to come up here just to give him a little bit of pressure.
Yeah, popped her one, huh? Did you hear
I'm sorry.
me? Did you hear me?
You can't catch me. No. Notice too, the babies have no idea I'm even here.
Yeah.
They really could care less. Once in a while it's funny, all of a sudden they'll be like, oh, who are you? And that's okay. So now I'm going to try and rotate this out. Because no matter what he's doing, he's bringing the left wrist out for the right. Yeah, you could look at it that way, but see where the rotation's taking you. It's just a different way of looking at the same thing. See how I counter? Wrist up, elbow. Oh, it's just a little different. Oh, I know, I know. Here, see what that feels. Oh, now do what? See, look at that. The arm works a little bit different, and all of a sudden this kid wants to sit up and do things. Look at the aggression starting to come. But aggression, I mean, like, not that he's frustrated, meaning like, I want the prize.
Just trying.
But you see how just that little bit the arm's coming?
Yeah.
Oh, he touched. I'll let him just. Now watch it changes the eyes and all that. Again, see, he doesn't have to grab it. He doesn't even know that's still. I just wanted to see if the fingers will come out a little bit. Because he's so excited that he's grasping. Just coming underneath. See what I can do to rotate in those hands. Oh, yeah. There we go. Notice again, I'm not stretching the fingers. Just in the metatarsal area. Notice too, he's a baby, like thumb, finger, that's all you're getting on those things. It's not like you're getting 5.
Oh, there we go. Oh, just in that hand too.
Hey, liked your hand.
That was work.
I'm just giving him just the feedback.
So were you touching back there?
I'll do it again on the other hand, see.
Okay.
With this move too, it's like sort of catching a splash. You know, you're just like going in and you're just seeing. He doesn't even want it now. Oh, get it. Get it. Again, do you see, like, what are we at 15 minutes or plus with this kid just over a necklace? There we go. Whoa.
Oh, nice had a shock.
See now how I'm rotating him through. Look at how much more he can rotate. And see now how he's countering the hand movements.
You can bring it up higher.
But see, but if I twist him to this side,
That's wrong.
now he's farting.
Are we moving? Are we moving,
I love the
Steph?
calf fart. What he was doing though up until then is I'd rotate him and he'd bring that hand up. Hiccups. You're growing. I used to tell my boys, you got the hiccups, you're growing. Now, with him, I didn't really work on the baby's head before, but I still want to get underneath some of those neck functions. So now again, I'm looking for that balance point. Really, there we go. It's not going to take much. But what I don't want him to do is push his head down into my hand. Because that would just show again that back arching starting to show up. I'm not saying he's never going to bring his head down. Yes. Let's see how I'm bringing the eyes closer to the object and then far away. Now I'm going to just try and... There you go, come underneath the shoulders there. But look at how much more active he is. You're more popular than a teenager. There we go.
Like, oh, I'm liking that. Ooh.
I'm just more happy too that he's just running a marathon down
Right.
there too as well. Actually, I'll fix his doors just a little bit to give him a bit more moving off. Actually, yeah, it's moving so much, it's like let's see well, whoever was the last chickie, that one with Grandpa, you're out of here. You're just...
That one got his attention.
He's happy.
There we go.
Yeah.
See, that's a pre-sitter.
Nice, is different
See,
view.
again, nice loose. I'm not pulling ahead. He's just like that wine bottle, just really shooting, playing in my arms, but that's a pre-sit-up. A little harder to the left, but again, he's got a dangly there versus the right. See the difference? There we go. See? And that's how you just introduce those. You go, what? Who's over there?
Oh, you're still too. Where did you guys go? Better out than you get out.
Oh, let's see now. We're almost there. See the difference in the... There we go. changing the chest cavity, going back and forth. That little hole, something though. That was a chest cavity. There we go. There. See how the head automatically counters?
Yes,
The
yes.
vision is tilting,
Yeah,
tilting.
very
like-
nice.
I'm not looking again so much for him to get it, but just to have vision with a little bit with his eye in it, eye hand. Because he really, again, still doesn't know.
The hand.
Now with him, I'm going to throw in, let's see if we can throw in a little bit of pre-feeding skills. Going underneath the neck, he's touching this. I'm just looking him to rotate. She'd mentioned, the mom that was just here last, about the lip movements and massaging the gums. See the difference too, how you can actually stimulate that through their hand. Now he wants his toy, so, but that's fine.
Mister. She's still over there.
Right now. He's really working it. Now, have you seen him before?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I am in the house treating another
Right,
child,
right,
so,
right.
you know, I
Right.
cuddle him all the time.
Right. No, feel him just because you can.
Yes.
So, but feel the difference. Can you tell the difference from where you're
Yes,
with him before?
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. See how the hands start coming out with the counter.
And talk to us about like speed, like just.
I was just about to say, just slow it down just a little bit,
Okay.
although he's pretty active right now. So same thing too when you're dealing
Think of the
with.
water glass.
Yeah. See how it immediately, look at that. See how it just changes its
Yes,
tempo,
yes.
just like with a water glass. But two with the vision, you want to be about 12 to 18 inches. Now this is going to be a little bit harder because I didn't do the dangly side, I just did that. But about to about this speed. One of the big mistakes, people sort of do this. Yeah, no, that's just too much.
Too much.
Now I think he's actually, now what you can do a little bit here is this. I mean, and you know, you can show a little bit of depth perception that way. But honestly, his environment is great. And then when you're working with him like this, just think of not watch the thumbs. Just think of the twist. Shh. Go for right and the twist. See, that's a crawl. You feel that? Mm-hmm. Your tempo. Just think too. If I'm touching someone, I'm mentally saying look to the right and look to the left. I'm not saying look right, look left. You know what I mean? And that's another way too. Just doing a mental tempo to get used to it. Oh, I swear he almost saw that fly. It's like, see, now he spins around really nicely. Now I can just come here. Hi, sweetheart. Yeah. Yeah, left arm was coming back behind his shoulder too.
Seems to be more agile now.
Oh, not only that, but how you can work with it. I'd still like to see have a bit more work on the wrist and hands.
Yeah. Way bigger.
Oh, his spine's so much nicer.
But his bones is tiny. So
Isn't it? That's what, yeah. If I told you that though, till the cows came, I don't think you
Well,
would
it's
see
the
it,
one
but to
thing,
see it.
the one thing I saw in the manual that really excited me, that you said the CNS changes the skin.
Do you think he would be happier after?
Yeah, he's going, yeah. Let's see what he does with it. Bring it up. You get the nerve up there? Bring it up.
That's coming. Do you think that maybe he gets put down on the same side, or can that be used as
What do you mean?
Sleeping?
I leave him right now. I think he's.
Oh, look at you. There you go.
He is a strong boy.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going forward. I'm going places. I'm getting there.
Look at how strong he is.
He likes it.
He wants to walk.
Gotta get those arms in action. Crawling first.
I know.
I am so strong.
This is like tummy time. This is beautiful. This is like tummy time. All the time.
Yes.
All day tummy time. All
lots and lots of tummy time?
Definitely happier on his back.
Yeah, but still.
That doesn't mean he has to be here. It means he needs much more tummy time. Because of consequences. Look at the arms.
He's talking now on his front, right?
Yeah.
He's talking on his.
He wasn't talking on his front before.
Yeah. He has what he's saying. Yeah.
Oh, even a smile.
boy. Oh my goodness. Somebody and Sonia. Look at him. He's scared. Look at his sound.
Now I'm noting, I'm not, Hi. So see how he's just, what? Stretching and doing.
Vaginal. Vaginal.
What did he come in at, about 7 ounces or so? 7 pounds or so?
Do you remember, Roberta? I think I saw in paperwork like 7. I did, yeah.
Oh. Even at this age, man, I tell you, I don't know what it is about the screen in babies. It's just, it's
he
in
found
their
himself.
DNA. So now I'm going to work. Ooh. Now, balancing point of the pelvis. That's where I'm sort of noting. See where he's just not teeter-tottering on my fingers. So I'm noting that. But the one thing I want to look at too is just, even though he's got good rotation, left arm seems to be a little bit, but that's okay. Just noting it. See, now he's lifting now over my fingers, which is good, but I'm looking for him to teeter-totter balance. There you go. So see the difference of his seesaw back and forth. So there's just a different momentum. A little bit of a staccato in with the pelvis. But again, everything that I'm working on, talking about, I'm already changing. So I'm not worried. There he goes. Now he's bouncing on my fingertips. See how he's coming up and over that pivot? But we're just improving a little bit of his salsa.
Oh, look at you.
So now here I'm just going to take him, see how where he's going to bounce on his side. See how I'm just lightly, sort of like tuning a piano. I'm just lightly going up his spine, just so he feels it. Again, he's only like 2 months old. I'm not looking for his head lifting. September 1st, he'd be 3 months, 2.5-ish.
What's his name?
Alejandro.
If you have any questions, by all means. And you can have the camera, the videos too as well. What he's not doing here a little bit is his spine is just not crossing midline. Now this is something I really haven't covered, but I'm just looking for just that point where the float of this, there he goes, right there.
So you're looking for this leg then to come forward with the
I'm
spine?
just, this for whatever reason, the spine got to about there in his little buoyancy area and he's like, okay, I'm good. See how he's trying to, stop. I know he wants to come onto his tummy, he just can't figure it out, which is fine, he's 3 months old. See too, their gravity left hand still, and that's what I'll be working on. You see it? It's not presenting. It's getting there, but again, that slowness is not something a baby should have. If he wants a toy or anything or a binky,
Do I have a toy or something for you?
No, it's okay. Does he have his passing? No, it's okay. It's okay.
there's no tears, but he's just, what? Oh, he's going to the bathroom.
That's a good reason.
He'll need a diaper. I know. Is that boy handsome in there?
Seems like I had a doctor recommend movement like that for guesstimates. They can move their hips right now.
Hi.
Look at you.
Beauty boy.
Can you see now that water bottle that I was working with?
Yeah.
He tends more to like it to be sitting down or standing up.
Yeah, no, he's too young. Too young.
Yeah, that's what we tell
I'm just thinking here.
him.
He needs to like this. Let him be a baby. Now see the difference, organization of the lower back from the other little girl we just worked on. Again, just see the difference, not right or wrong, just see the difference. I'm gonna get there. But also too, this is what's really important. Him learning how to see and breathe in this position is your #1 goal. Then you can work with everything else. But if they're constantly trying to see in this position, everything else is good. Now I can work on his back. Yeah, notice too, he's breathing more, a bit more sound in the breath. There it is, just that little spot in that lower back. I think you'll see a big difference of just, for whatever reason, just right through here, he just had a bit of a...
Call from Katie, adopt a Taurus.
Roberta, you just ruined everything.
So now I'm just working through the shoulders, rotating it out.
And the sternum.
Sternum, yeah.
Sternum with
Yeah.
as a
With like left arm wants to stay kind of behind.
Right.
Yeah.
wants to be before the no-go?
So he's here.
Oh, okay.
Even when he's coming back, do you see the
Yeah.
difference between the right shoulder and the left?
Yeah.
So I'm just in here trying to, there we go. And then offer him. There we go. Now I'm using my chest the whole time. It's good for something. But it gives all this tactile with the feet and all that. Let's see if I can come over, bring him over a little bit for a second. Yeah, do you see you? Do you see that sparkly boy? Do you? Rolling him over, just pulling him back a little bit to let the arm out. Oh, there are all these women looking at you. Anybody have a necklace or something you don't mind giving up for a little bit?
No, is this okay? It's not as glittery as you think.
I've got a glittery.
Whatever, but I mean, just.
Try glitter. Yours would be better to look at, it's bigger.
Yeah, just something to leave here. I think the OT just left to get some OT stuff, but.
I'm coming, I just wanted to get her. So, you might You can just hold it.
Can you see again that wine glass? That was it. Did you get coming out of both ends? That's it. Bring it under. Come on. Notice how I'm not fixing the arms. I'm working with them, but I'm not fixing them right now.
You can do it. Move forward. You got it,
He's
buddy.
barking, he's spitting out.
Work.
There we go. Do you see this? Do you see that? Do you see it?
Working, huh?
You can soak through that. It's just so. Oh, now you. Oh, what's that? Oh. So I'm just working on the spinal rotation, lower pelvic, and around the hips. Pelvis. Oh, see, now he's talking. See the difference of the breath on the belly and talking versus on his back. Now there we go again. I'm gonna work on just his belly in just a second. So could you see too, though, how his speech would change if he was on his belly, left unsuccessful, how the difference of the versus now he can talk too. But he needs to learn how to integrate it and to go around and be able to talk in all directions. But do you notice too, there's still no, so I'm going to see if I can come underneath here. So notice now, see, this is how I worked with Ruth. See how I'm just letting him play with just him moving and having these movements above his body. But I'm doing it with the counter, see? Does this make more sense now? That's it. Now, I don't expect him to grab it, but I want him to respond to stimuli as if he's starting to reach it. Now at his age, dangling a carrot should just last for a nice long time. A little bit, maybe 2 weeks up, he's gonna wanna touch it. And you know, you wanna just give him a bit more of a... I think he's got some more gas.
Tummies. Oh, you were following it still. Do tummies.
There we go.
There you go. Yeah.
And that was the left.
There you go. Oh, smiles.
He's almost wanting to touch it.
Let's see now the arms at least are going up and asymmetrical. Upper quadrant, good.
Call from above me.
Now do you see the way they're just playing? They're just playing.
Wow.
Do you see how long it's just let him do it. There's no wrong in baby language. That's it. There's a butt wiggle. And she's right. Notice how she crossed midline, then his arms are going down. Now he's going back now. Now he's trying to, that's it. Now, this is also really good for character development. Do you see how long this child stays with the task? For a 2-some-month-old baby? You know, if this gets nurtured, he's going to be a really good stutterer, a little good worker, or this gets nurtured. You see? Nice and slow, long. He's not getting bored. She might get bored, but not
Just a workout.
but I'm just saying,
right,
but not
right.
the baby. But you know, but if you nurture this is where you start reading books and stuff. It's not that reading is important to babies, it's that they learn to just sit and listen and chill out. A lot of people want to bring in like 5 toys right now. If he's just off of this for a half hour, awesome. So now I'm trying to counter with his eyes. He's got his eye on the prize, but I just... Ah. But I'm slowly going to come over. Right now, this is sort of like a wave on the spine. And now I'm going to come back under just to stimulate those shoulders again. Because what I want him to do is to do this little boat rocking through C7 while he's got the arms. I don't want him to feel like he's lifting his arms. Now his shoulders are starting to torque. Do you see that? Oh. Do you notice how his vocabulary changes as he moves?
Yeah.
I'm going to come up here, just give him a little bit of pressure.
Yeah, popper went, huh? Oh, did you hear
I'm sorry.
me? Did you hear me?
You can't catch me. Yeah. Notice too, the babies have no idea I'm even here.
Yeah.
They really could care less. Once in a while it's funny, all of a sudden they'll be like, oh, who are you? You know, kind of thing. And that's okay. So now I'm going to try and rotate this out, because no matter what he's doing, he's bringing the left wrist out for the eye. Yeah, you could look at it that way, but see where the rotation's taking you. It's just a different way of looking at the same thing. See, I count her wrist stuff, elbow. Oh, it's just a little different. Oh, I know, I know. So see what that feels like. Oh, now what? See, look at that. The arm works a little bit different, and all of a sudden this kid wants to sit up and do things. Look at the aggression starting to come. But aggression, I mean, like, not that he's frustrated, meaning like, I want the prize. Just trying. But you see how just that little bit the arm's coming? The different. Oh. I'll let him just. Now watch it change his thighs and all that. Again, see, he doesn't have to grab it. He doesn't even know that's still a. I just wanted to see if the fingers will come out a little bit. Because he's so excited that he's grasping. Just coming underneath. See what I can do to rotate in those hand. Oh, no. There we go. Notice again, I'm not stretching the fingers. Just in the metatarsal area. Notice too, he's a baby. Like thumb, finger, that's all you're getting on those things. It's not like you're getting 5. I'm just going to see what he'll do with it.
There we go.
Oh, just in that hand too.
Hey,
Like
look,
your head.
that was work.
I'm just giving him just the feedback.
So were you touching back there? You can bring it up higher.
But see, but if I twist him to this side,
Good roll.
now he's farting.
Are we moving? Are we moving
I
still?
love the calf fart. What he was doing though up until then is I'd rotate him and he'd bring that hand up. Hiccups. You're growing. I always used to tell my boys, you got the hiccups, you're growing. Now, with him, I didn't really work on the baby's head before, but I still want to get underneath some of those neck functions. So if you can stay with what you're. Now again, I'm looking for that balance point. Really, there we go. It's not going to take much. But what I don't want him to do is push his head down into my hand. Because that would just show again that back arching starting to show up. I'm not saying he's never going to bring his head down. Yes. But see how I'm bringing the eyes closer to the object and then far away. Now I'm going to just try and let the head go, come underneath the shoulders there. I'm just more happy too that he's just running a marathon down there too as well. Actually, I'm gonna fix his drawers just a little bit to give him a bit more. Do you want him off? Actually, yeah. It's moving so much. It's like let's see the little ladies. Well, whoever was the last chickie, that one with Grandpa, you're out of here. You're just.
That one got his attention.
He's happy.
There we go.
Yeah.
See how that's a pre-sit-up.
Looking at everybody. Face is different.
See, again, nice loose. I'm not pulling ahead. He's just like that wine bottle, just really shooting, playing in my arms, but that's a pre-sit-up. little harder to the left, but again, he's got a dangly there versus the right. See the difference? There we go. See? And that's how you just introduce the change in the chest cavity going back and forth. That little girl was something though. That was a chest cavity. There we go. There. See how the head automatically counters?
Yes.
The vision is tilting and tilting like
nice.
I'm not looking again so much for him to get it, but just to have vision with a little bit with his eye in it, eye hand. Because he really, again, still doesn't know the hand. Thank you. Now with him, I'm going to throw in, let's see if we can throw in a little bit of pre-feeding skills. Going underneath the neck, he's touching this. And I'm just looking him to rotate. She'd mentioned, the mom that was just here last about the lip movements and massaging the gums. See the difference too, how you can actually stimulate that through their hand. Now he wants his toy, so, but that's fine.
Mister. She's still over there.
Right now. He's really working it. Now, have you seen him before?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm
Right.
in the house treating another
Right,
child,
right,
so
right, right.
I
Right.
cuddle him all the time.
Right. No, feel him just because you can.
Yes.
So, but feel the difference. Can you tell the difference from where you're
Yes.
with him before?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. See how the hands start coming out with the counter.
And talk to us about like speed, like just.
I was just about to say, just slow it
Okay.
down just a little bit,
Okay.
although he's pretty active right now. So same thing too when you're dealing
Think
with.
of a water glass.
Yeah. See how it immediately, look at that. See how it just changes his
Yes,
tempo,
yes.
just like the water glass. But two with the vision, you want to be about 12 to 18 inches. Now this is going to be a little bit harder because I didn't do the dangly side, I just did that. But about this speed. One that the big people sort of do this. Yeah, no, that's just too much.
Too much.
Now I think he's actually, now what you can do a little bit here is this, I mean, and you can show a little bit of depth perception that way. But honestly, his environment is great. And then when you're working with him like this, just think of, watch the thumbs, just think of the twist. Shh. Go for a right, and the twist. See, that's a crawl. Do you feel that? Now your tempo, just think too, if I'm touching someone, I'm mentally saying, look to the right and look to the right, left. I'm not saying look right, look left, you know what I mean? And that's another way too, of just doing a mental tempo to get used to it. Oh, I swear he almost saw that fly. It's like,
Oh, it's the next thing.
see now he spins around really nicely. Now I can just come here, hi sweetheart. Yeah.
It's a nice way to get it.
Yeah, the left arm was coming back behind his shoulder too.
Seems to be more agile now.
Oh, not only that, but how you can move. I'd still like to see have a bit more work on the wrist and hands.
Yeah. Right there.
Oh, his spine's so much nicer.
But his body is tongue is so quick.
Isn't it? That's what, yeah. If I told you that though, till the cows, I don't think you would see it, but to see it.
The one thing I saw in your manual that really excited me, that you said the CNS changes the skin.
Did you ever walk with
There you go. Yeah, he's going. Yeah. Let's see what he does with his head.
Let's see.
Bring it out, boys.
Get that arm up there.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
It's coming there. Do you think that?
He's telling us the whole story. Look at me. Look at me. Working all hard.
What's nice too, like in your position, you can have him just cross your knees and stuff.